Hey, welcome to Activate Magnetic Love Tarot. This reading is for November 5th through the 12th, 2018. And we got three different piles here. Pick a card, any card. So we've got pile A, has some amethyst on there. B, a little flower. C, a wonderful crystal. So let's just focus on the cards for the minute. And which decks are, which pile is calling you? Is it A? This is A, this is B, and this is C. Let's just take a nice deep breath. And this week we actually have a new moon, and it's a perfect time to plant seeds of intention, to get clear about what you're manifesting, what you're leaving behind. So I believe that's on Tuesday, so it's a good time to get crystal clear and to really hash out what you're creating for this month and what rewards you'll be reaping. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with A. And what do we have? What do we have? All right, off with the Five of Coins. Let's see if we can get that in there. All right, so the Five of Coins is really poverty consciousness. And there's kind of a wound or a really paralyzing negative belief that's keeping you out in the cold from the riches that you could be receiving, whether it's financial, emotional, or spiritual. You've got some kind of negative pattern running that's keeping you in the I'm not good enough, or this, I'll never receive this, or there's just some kind of mindset that needs to be shifted for you to really start to receive what you want to receive. And that's coming in. I want to look at the rest of the cards to kind of make more sense of the reading. Let's see. And, oh, this was here last week. So again, we have the Jack of Spades. And the Jack of Spades is, you know, you've kind of been through a lot, which is very much what the Five of Coins is saying. The Jack of Spades is you've kind of been through the ringer, and it's made you kind of badass. Like, all the intense lessons that you've learned has made you pretty incredible. You kind of have all the tools that you need to accomplish your goals. And because of that, you're really meant to continue and pursue it until you've mastered what it is that you're working on. So you very much have the tools to create incredible anything, or you can even see him like holding up one of the tools in his hands. That popped out at me. But yeah, so you've been through a lot, but that is what you needed to go through to get to the next, what's coming in, which is, aha, we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, wow. So I feel like that maybe that this is a love offer, that there's somebody potentially from your past, or from maybe another lifetime potentially, but somebody who thinks you are a star, you're a star to them, and together you make the perfect constellation, and you can dive deep within the emotional realm with this person. So potentially, I want to see what the next card is. Aha, so yeah, the Princess of Cups is your last card. So potentially, there's an incredible love coming in for you, and you have an admirer, and they may just be almost appearing, or you may know who they are. You may recognize them from them going through the ringer and coming out just shining brightly, a little exhausted but ready to like continue. But really what I'm getting from the Five of Coins, here, let's bring these two together. The Five of Coins Five of Coins, it's like maybe some past places where you felt abandoned emotionally, romantically, spiritually. You need to revisit that, because there is a true offer of love coming in. A true offer. And you're going to have to heal this Five of Coins energy so that you can really receive. So you can really open up to just a love that is so inspiring and transformative, that you can really, really relax and trust and kind of explore yourself in this beautiful love vibration with this Page of Cups, who very much has their eyes on you. You may not know it just yet. Or they may have been around, they may be someone who's been in your life quite actively, but you've had this like resistance to thinking that you could be the star that they're looking at, because you didn't think that you could be a star. But if you do that healing work within the Five of Coins, then before you know it, the Page of Cups is staring right at you, shining their light right back at you. And you're reflecting each other, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's for A. That's wonderful. That's and to know that, like, you know, maybe you both have been through the ringer, you know, but you have what it takes to move in the direction that you want to move in. And you're meant to. You don't want to just give up now, like, oh, I made it through. I mean, yes, you want to take the time to reboot, and recharge your batteries and get clear, especially with the new moon. Get clear about where you're going, what you want, what you don't want. And, yeah, do the work of the Five of Coins, heal it, move, you know, take a little breather, but keep on going with the Jack of Spades. And then before you know it, oh, let's bring them together. You've got the Page of Cups and the Princess of Cups. Pretty beautiful. Okay, so that was for if you chose A. Pick a card, any card. Moving on. And I know it's kind of silly that I'm doing these handheld, but I've been trying other ways, and it's just the magic isn't there. Okay, so moving on to B. Ooh, wow. All right, off to an incredible new start. So you got the Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds means you're on the right path. There's some exciting news coming for you. And it's really about you taking action. Like, it's not like there's some exciting news, but if you kind of don't respond to it and don't dive into it and don't, you know, activate what it's asking you to activate, then you might miss it. So it's really an action card. But it's just, you know, like, anything's possible with this. But it's you are on the right path. You are on the right path, and good things are happening. Okay, moving on to the Sun. Sun is a beautiful, wonderful, well, in this deck, it's awakening. So, I feel like this might be a love relationship too. This is for B, by the way, just in case I wasn't clear on that. So for B, if you chose B, you got an incredible new start. You're on the right path, and there's an incredible invitation to explore love coming in, or maybe you've just started it, and it's just letting you know, like the sun's beaming right back at you. It's time to explore love and intimacy. My hand's getting really tired. Alright, and then we've got the Lover's card. Alright, so we got the Lover's card. Let's see what the last one is. So, okay. Alright, so if you chose B, there's maybe you've kind of been through a lot and you're feeling protective, and you may have some choices that you need to make in terms of love. There may be a few different options that you're not sure which way to turn with, but you are on the right path. You are on the right path, and if you go with the energy of the sun and what's really calling you to explore, like what, if you do have multiple choices, out of all the paths, which one is really just opening you up to vulnerability in a powerful way, in a way that's allowing you to awaken to love within you, so that you can kind of rest and recuperate from this pure exhaustion that you may be in. And this is also about kind of guarding your space. So, you know, are there multiple people, projects and things all calling for your attention all at once, and you've just been working so hard that you're just kind of like, I don't know if I can even move forward at all with anything until I take this time to rest and reboot and allow myself to awaken to warmth again, to receiving, to new, hopeful, expansive energy coming in. And maybe this is new moon related. This is feeling like new moon. And the Lover's card. So, you know, maybe it is, let's just stare at this for a moment. I know this card has kind of been through the ringer, but that's kind of good for the Lover's card, right? It's not all perfect, is it? But kind of that's coming through too. It's like maybe this is a love that's kind of, you know, I think that's Cupid up above, kind of maybe throwing some mischievous challenges in the mix, and maybe this relationship has been through the ringer, and maybe you've made it through all these tests, or maybe some tests are coming to challenge this attraction, this love. Maybe there's multiple people to choose from, or, you know, maybe there's a career path calling you and a lover calling you and needing just as much time or something like that. But basically it's what you need to do is to rest and to guard your time so that you can connect with your heart energy, the sun within you, what you want to create, and listen, having that downtime so you can really hear the inspiration coming in, so you can really plant those seeds for the new moon and get clear on what it is that you want instead of just dealing with everybody's demands, right? So this is also very much that, everyone's demands on you. But there's an incredible there's something new coming in, and it's an invitation for you to just take action. Once you reboot and rest and get clear, like whatever that intuitive energy or just the clarity comes in within whatever the multiple paths might be, you know, you might get some new news about the job, new news about the relationship, new news about whatever it is. And it just becomes clear. You now know what the right path is. The indecision is gone. You know exactly what to choose, and it's time to choose it. Because if you just take that action, that crystal clear action, because you've taken the time to do the work to figure out what that crystal clear action might be, incredible things are going to come from it. Like you are on the right path, and good things are coming. So, all right. So that's for B, if you chose B. All right, and now we're going to go for C. See what C has to say. All right, so we've got the Seven of Arrows. So with the Seven of Arrows, I'd say that potentially you've gotten, you're not trusting. There's maybe something happened. Some news came in, Some words were shared, some information came in that just put a block on your ability to open up your heart, and you're feeling very protective and guarded, and feeling like you can't really rest and recoup because you've got to protect yourself. And I want to see what the rest of the cards have to say here. What do we have? The next card. The next card is the Six of Cups, which, you know, it really could be like a soulmate, past life kind of relationship that we're talking about. Because a lot of people, I mean, soulmates, everybody's a soulmate in some ways. I mean, meaning that a soulmate isn't just the one shiny person that you end up with for the rest of your life. I mean, they could be. But a soulmate is someone who teaches you and helps you on the path of your soul, guides you deeper down that path, reminds you of who you are and the lessons that you came to learn. But the thing about soulmates, they're not the easiest relationships because of the lessons we karmically signed up to learn, you know. A soulmate can be a very challenging and tricky relationship. Okay, so all right, so we have Temperance. We have Temperance. And Temperance is about balance, give and take. Especially in this reading, it's like you want to make sure that you're both seeing each other eye to eye. You're both giving as much energy to the relationship. You're both channeling clearly. You're both facing each other and really in a balanced give and take. And maybe that wasn't happening. Maybe that's where this came in, of like, you know what, I brought all of these arrows, and you know, have you what arrows have you been giving to this? What have you been, you know, what have you done for me lately? That just came in. That's a first. Anyway, and then we have the King of Clubs, which means it's all about using your creativity, but also being what the situation needs. And also kind of faking it till you make it in some senses. So let's see. All right, what I'm getting is maybe you don't want to put your guard up. Maybe you've been used to this past life relationship, and you're all right, let's see. You got to face what this is. You can't, whatever's going on here, you can't just like throw under the rug. You have to be what the situation is calling for by opening up the dialogue and just saying, you know, bringing whatever fears and frustrations as well as love and inspirations to the table, so you're not feeling like you're just fluffing everything over, but you're actually just saying, no, I don't feel in balance. These things are you know, hurt me, and I don't feel like I can open up to this wonderful exchange of love when I have to guard myself with these arrows. I can't rest even. Can't rest because like so that's just it. It's like you have to have that conversation. You have to speak your truth. You've got to say, you know what, the lack of communication here on these painful parts of this relationship is you know, is not the balance. It's not, there's something out of balance, and we need to focus. We need to do that conversation. We need to be who we need to be to actually see each other eye to eye. And and it's also about your conscious and your subconscious. So maybe like you didn't even realize that there was some things that you put under the rug that need to be addressed, and all of a sudden the rug is kind of bumpy and you're trying to walk and you're falling over, and it's because it's time. Like you can't get to the richness of this relationship, and this could be work too. It doesn't have to be just like romantic or even a friendship, but you can't get the richness of it without doing the work to heal this, because this is this is gonna halt you, but you gotta be what the situation asks, and sometimes that means you gotta walk away. Sometimes you just have to walk away because the equation is not working out. You've given everything and they've taken everything, or vice versa, or whatever, but it's not an even path. And the only way you can really see each other eye to eye and to really engage in that sweet intimacy where you can both grow with the depth of alchemical love is to see each other eye to eye. And so maybe, sometimes a soulmate relationship is a painful one that you have to move on from and step into a place where you can find that eye-to-eye clarity with somebody where it's just like so many seeds you can plant, so many things that you can do and grow with. And I like the this kind of mysterious, priestish character in the back. It's like, the path of the soul and the path of the soulmate, which again is multiple. It's like, all the challenges of our lives could be a soulmate situation because it's teaching us about our souls, the depth of our soul. And, it's a little darker back there. It's all light and innocent, but there's some depths that we have to go through if we really want to reach the richness of love and what's possible. All right, that feels pretty sweet. So yeah, do what it takes so that you can be eye to eye. So whatever is underneath the rug that you're not talking about, I think that this week is asking you to look at it, clear the clutter, remove it, so that you can get back into balance. Get back into balance. Heal this so you don't have to go around guarded all the time, that's exhausting. So we just got cut off, but that was kind of a good time to kind of cut it off. If you would like to hit the like button, subscribe, or reach out to me for a private session, either a private reading, hypnotherapy, or coaching. I'm an excellent hypnotherapist and life coach. And, we all have stuff to work on. Like every single one of us has something to work on. We all have the 5 of coins that came up earlier, and the 7 of coins. Like the more that we heal our poverty consciousness of not being able to receive what we really, really, really want, and the trust issues that we have, which we all have, the more we do that deep dive within to explore what's going on, the more that we can bloom and become who we truly are meant to be in terms of our happiness and in terms of expressing our gifts to the world. Because I truly believe we all have something incredible to share, and it's in our healing that we get there. And that's why I absolutely adore what I do. And that's my gift, is the work that I dive deep with people. I help people with the tough stuff, the invisible stuff within their subconscious, and I hold them accountable for what they really, really, really want. And how exciting is that, We're accountable for everybody else, for our job, for our families, our relationships, but what do you really want? It's really important. This is your life. It's important for you to get clear about what you really want and to get the support you need to heal all the poverty consciousness of I'm not worthy of what I really want, and the trust issues of just not trusting that the universe will provide for you for that. It's all possible, but we have to heal our resistance, our blocks. All right. Well, I had a wonderful time as always. I look forward to sharing with you next week. Please like and subscribe and reach out if you'd like to work with me, because I'd absolutely love to work with you if it's in the cards. All right. I hope this finds you more than well. And yeah, take a nice deep breath and say yes to love. Activate magnetic love tarot. Thanks so much. Be more than well. Bye-bye.